我中意飛啊！係你哋兩個飛咗又好，
我真係尷尬啫。
唔係好在出到嚟，唔係啊，幾驚佢個頂嗰度衝到燒開隻腳，唔係啊，燒隻腳啊嘛，因為大鑊。依家呢啲都全部。
What? Yes, that would be nice. A cool green. Hello, I'm Courtney Cardini and welcome back to Life of a Travel Writer. If you are new here, this is vlog 7 out of 52, which is my current goal for the year, is that I am working on a weekly vlog update about my current writing projects. Right now I'm in the process of working on 4 different books. Just because that is who I am as a human being with ADHD and a writer, and I'm a full-time traveler. So I am currently working on my debut travel memoir, which I'm working on with my literary agent. And last week when we spoke, I was in Bangkok, and then which was, now that I'm thinking, I think the last video I did was on Thursday of last week. And then usually I try to put out a video once a week, and this week I was supposed to put a video on Wednesday, but I was traveling from Taiwan to the States, so jet lag has really hit me. I am not I am not human yet, so the last 2 days have been really bad. We were in Thailand for like a month and a half. I don't even know at this point. It all just like, I've realized over the last 3 years of traveling full time is that sometimes you have like pockets of traveling where it just kind of melts together and you're not really sure what happened. So we were in Thailand, we ended in Bangkok, we had a lot of doctor's appointments, so we were doing our yearly checkups and things like that, and we had some medical stuff to take care of. So we were in Bangkok, and then I had to come back to the States because I am here with my family. My sister had her first baby, so I finally got to meet my nephew who arrived in November, and I'm very excited. And I've basically been on the same sleep schedule as the baby because the jet lag is hitting me so hard that I can only stay up for a couple hours and then I have to take a nap because I can't, I'm not functioning. So yes, so I was, and to break up the travel, we did Bangkok and then 3 days in Taiwan, which I absolutely love Taiwan. It has all the benefits of being in Asia with less crowds. Which was great because Japan and Seoul and Vietnam are extremely overpopulated and the scooters in Vietnam are crazy, but Taiwan had absolutely everything without the crowds, except we did do a night tour to see the waterfalls in one of the towns that does a lantern festival, and the town that inspired Spirited Away, even though he said it didn't inspire it, but like when you stand in front of the tea house, you can't, the resemblance is just too much. So those places, they were a little crowded, but nothing compared to like the rest of Asia that we experienced. So, so Taiwan is definitely, I would say, somewhere that you should visit if you want to go to Asia and you are not too excited about the crowds. So I really, really loved Taiwan, and then so we were there for 3 days, and then we did a night flight to Vancouver, which is like, it was like a 10.5-hour flight, and I've realized now that I am getting old. Even though I'm only 33, I'll be 34 this year. The jet lag these last 2 days has really hit me. And before, it was never like that. Like I could do a 10-hour flight and jet lag did not exist for me. Now it's really starting to hit me. So this week has been a somewhat productive week, but not really productive. It's been a lot of traveling and things like that. So in terms of my book updates, For my debut book that I am working on, I'm still working on the book proposal with my literary agent. I have a meeting with him soon, so I'm looking forward to that because we should be putting the book out on submission. So right now the book is just sitting at 83,000 words, and I am currently doing some page exchanges with a writing friend that I have, because I can't really touch the book, as I keep saying, because I am waiting to see when it will be picked up. So in terms of words, I have not made any progress on the debut travel memoir, but for my second travel memoir, I did like 2,000 words in an hour and a half the other day. So I'm now up to 9,627 words, which is actually a good start. I realized that now going into my second book, I've now hit the stride where I can hit 1,500 words in an hour, and I know a lot of people struggle with that. Writing in general, people struggle with, and I think that the nice thing about it is because I've always been a writer. I've always kept a journal, so I'm not really afraid of having a crappy first draft. Like, that's not something that I'm afraid of. I can literally just spit it out, which is nice. I think the biggest struggle for me is taking it to that next development level, which is why I am trying to traditionally publish, because I want to have an industry perspective, and I'm looking for a really good editor. I just finished the book, The Editor, by Sarah Franklin, I believe is her last name, and it is actually it is about Judith Jones, who was the woman who found Anne Frank, the Anne Frank book, and she was Julia Child's book editor, and Sylvia Plath. And reading about her was a very eye-opening experience, because writing is, I've learned, it's a relationship between the writer and the reader. Of course, you could be a writer and not have any readership. You could just write for yourself, and that's okay. But as someone who is reaching the point where I want to write a book a year, I understand that I need to have a collab relationship with me and my editor. So I've been doing a lot more research on other editors, and that the relationship with Judith Jones and Julia Childs is a relationship that I'm looking for, someone that is going to champion and also challenge me in a way, because when you are the writer, you're always too close to things. So yes, so that is a big thing for me, is that I realize that I can kick out 1,500 words in an hour, because I have no problem just having a vomit draft where I just let everything go. Which is great, but getting to that next development level of going from first draft to making something functional is something that I'm not up to par yet, because the fact is I don't have a lot of experience with readers and having development criticism. So that is a big thing for me, and that is why I'm exchanging pages with one of my writers friends, and I'm also trying to form an online community because I do travel full-time and I don't have a lot of travel writing friends or writer friends in general. So that is something that I have decided that I'm going to start doing. So yes, so for book 2 is where I made the most progress this last week, and then for book 3 I'm at 1,474 words, so about like 300 more on that one. And then for my fiction book that I've been ruminating around, I'm at 2,890 words, so I didn't make much progress there. But that's okay, because the fiction is something that I'm looking for to do long term in the next 5 years. So, yeah, so that's my current update. I'm very excited that I am in the States. I'm very excited to see my family. It's been a while. And the baby has woken up. Maybe he'll go back to sleep. It's still his nap time, but I'm very excited. I actually didn't take a nap today, so I'm hoping that the jet lag will end. So we shall see. But yeah, at the moment it is Sunday, February 16th. Next week I will still be here at my sister's, and then I will head down to Mexico, and I will be in Mexico for a few months, and I'm very excited about that because I do miss Mexico. It was really nice last year. It was my first time last year, and I was at a writing retreat, and then I was traveling with my partner, so now we're going to be in Mexico again. I have some friends I'm gonna see, and then I'll head to New York because I'm going to the Women in Travel Summit, and I'm really excited for that, and I'm really hoping that I will have a book deal before I make it to the travel conference. Because they always say I met a travel blogger actually last year in Mexico, in Oaxaca, and she was one of the ones who suggested to go to the conferences because, you know, if you want to be in the industry, you have to be in the industry, and getting to know people in the industry by attending conferences and things like that is one of the best ways to do it. So I'm excited for that, and I did get the volunteer position, which I'm excited about because that also gives you access to the organizers. So you do get to have a little one-on-one time with them. So I'm very grateful for that. So yeah, so things are moving slowly because we're still not done with the book proposal. And I do have other things going on in the background. So there are just some times, like it's still winter season. So I'm hoping by May for the conference I have a book deal or something going on, at least be out for submission by then, and we shall see what happens. So yeah, I think this week was just going to be a short update, and yeah, next week I will be here, and I think now that the jet lag has dropped off a little bit, I have a lot of work that I want to get done, and I'm very excited to spend the rest of the time with my family because even my mom came down from Jersey to surprise us, which was nice. So I'm very excited for that, very grateful for that, because not everybody I know not everyone has a chance to travel, but also the fact that not everybody is very close with their family. I'm very grateful for my relationship with my family. We are a very close-knit group of weirdos, which is nice. But yeah, so thanks for checking in. And also, if you are a travel writer and you are looking to, open your horizons and exchange pages, or you want to join a critique group or anything like that, comment down below. I'd really like to meet a lot more travel writers through YouTube. I think that would be very beneficial for all of us. I think it's great to share your work and have the opportunity to maybe meet in the wild outside somewhere. And yeah, like and subscribe and leave a comment on what you are currently working on. Thank you. Goodbye.